Still ahead on the biz, unlimited music downloads that you can burn to your own CDs, and it's all courtesy of record companies. Believe it or not, we'll tell you all about it next. Ever since the creation of Napster, record companies have been trying to figure out how to beat the online music sharing services. Many of them are taking to the web with their own music sharing sites, but they have a price. The latest example is PressPlay. The joint venture between Vivendi, Universal, and Sony is now offering unlimited downloads for one price. And once you download the songs, you can transfer them and even record them. Its library has more than 100,000 songs in it. Joining us now to talk about the online music business is T.S. Kelly, Principal Media Analyst with Nielsen Net Ratings. Welcome back.
Hi there, Susan.
So is this a big step, the unlimited play? This is, in fact, a site that is sanctioned by some of the major music companies. Is this a big step?
Well, this is the biggest move in this case, because up to now, there's been that holdout. You could, in a sense, listen to unlimited types of music through a lot of these different pay services. But the whole idea of being able to download and then port over to portable devices, such as MP3 players and the other types of devices, that's the key element here. There's still, again, a lot of interest in this type of activity. Over 20% of all active users online are downloading MP3, so the music companies are aware that, you know, the axis is tilting a little bit, and they've got to get into the action now.
And one of course, the major problems is that the music industry has been very, very late on this. What are you finding out with these pay-for-play services? Are they, in fact, getting increased business?
You're right. I mean, it always comes down to the technology seems to be a couple steps ahead of where movie companies and, in this case, the labels are able to provide for. So with these types of services, what they're doing is trying, in a sense, figure out what balance between cost and offerings, in a sense, can get people away from some of these free services. At its peak, though, you got Napster attracting over 11 million people. This is about 2 years ago. The Kazaz and the Morpheus never got
11 million users over what period of time?
In a given month.
In a given month.
And actually, they were in the top 10 as far as entertainment sites in 18 countries. So this has implications globally. So this event of charging and then being able to download and port over is actually quite...
All right, so 11 million users at Napster's height. What are you seeing for these legit websites? Are they even on the radar screen?
Right now, they're not on the radar screen as far as total numbers from
and that's what you do.
That's correct. But there is this pent-up interest from what we ask our users, what we're asking since those folks are online. 1 out of 5 are downloading MP3s. 1 out of 4 are streaming audio and video content. So there's this demand. But how do we monetize, that term monetize, this activity?
Do you know what percentage are paying for it?
Well, that's the key, is that because there's only a handful of services out there that are, in a sense, going down this road now, most of the free services have all that activity. Again, what's the difference between a free lunch and having to pay for it? That's, in a sense, the balance here. And they haven't found that mixture of quality, service, and price that attracts consumers.
And what is PressPlay charging? So it's unlimited use over what? Over a month, over a year? What kind of fees are we talking about?
They can charge, they're charging upwards of about $150 for an annual fee. With that, you get about 120 downloads that you can port over to any type of device. Again, that's in a sense their entry. They can charge that monthly as well as a package of downloads. So this is their first foray in letting the consumer do this. So this is where we're going to see. This is a marketing experiment as well as a service, because they have to figure out, again, you know, what is the price? You know, what price is it cheaper to buy than to copy?
The fundamental question, and you will certainly be monitoring it all. T.S. Kelly of Nielsen Net Ratings, thanks so much for coming back.